Welcome back to another Python Turtle project. Let's go ahead and start by taking a look at what we're going to be making today. Okay, so this is what we're going to be making. This is a spiral that's formed by squares that get progressively bigger and also rotate. So let's go ahead and get started and see how we can code this using Python turtles. Okay, so to get this project started, the first thing I need to do is, since I'm using turtles, at the very top I need to say import turtle as t. And we're going to be breaking this project down into some smaller pieces. The first part I want to do is just making a square appear on the screen. To do that, I'm going to be using a for loop. So I'm going to say for I in range. There's 4 sides to a square, so I'm going to repeat this chunk of code 4 times. Inside the for loop, I'm going to say t.forward. And for right now, the distance doesn't matter, so I'm just going to say 100. So this will make one side of the square. I need to have it turn to the left to start the new side, so I'm going to say t.left. A square has 90-degree angles, so I'm going to say 90 inside of the parentheses. And what this code is going to do, it's going to repeat these 2 lines. So going forward and then turning left, which makes one side of the square, and it's going to repeat that 4 times to complete the whole square. Let's go ahead and run the program and see if we got this part right. Okay, everything looks good so far. I have a square on the screen. Let's go ahead and head back to the code and we'll see if we can make this square rotate. Okay, so to make this square rotate, what I'm going to do is for the t.left, I'm going to make it just a little bit larger than 90. So I'm going to say 90.99. And just so we get a couple more squares that appear on the screen, instead of 4 times for this loop, I'm going to have it go through 40 times. Let's go ahead and test this part out and see what happens. So as you can see, by making the left turn a little bit off the perfect 90-degree angle, I get a picture that looks like squares are rotating. At this point, let's go ahead and add some color into our program. To do that, at the very top, I'm going to say t.color. And for now, we're just going to choose a single color, so let's go ahead and choose blue. You can choose whatever color you like. And we'll run it again. Okay, so I have the same effect of rotating squares, but this time they're blue. So we got the square down and we got the rotation down. So next, let's go ahead and try and tackle the expansion. So we're going to have the squares get a little bit bigger each time it goes through the loop. To do that, what I'm going to do is for the t.forward, I'm going to add the letter I. So what this is going to do for the first time through the loop, I is equal to 0. So for this t.forward, it's just going to be 100 plus 0, so it'll just still be 100. The second time it runs through the loop, I will be equal to 1. So now the t.forward is going to be 100 plus 1, which is 101. And then as it goes through the loop, I will get bigger and bigger, so my squares should get bigger and bigger with it. Let's go ahead and run the program and see if this is actually what happens. Okay, so at this point it's a little bit hard to tell if they're actually getting bigger. So what I'm going to do is go back to the code. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to increase the number of times this repeats. So I'm going to change it to 400. And just so we don't have to sit there and look at it, try to draw that picture forever, let's go ahead and increase the speed. So I'm going to say t.speed. Inside the parentheses, I'm going to put 100. So this will just increase the drawing speed of my picture. And let's go ahead and run the program now and see what happens. Alright, so far it's looking pretty good. So I have the spiral shape. So I have a square that started with a distance of 100 for the sides, and then it looks like it gets progressively bigger, and at the same time it's rotating. So the last thing we need to do to finish up this project is just add the multicolors to it. To do that, I'm going to go back to the code real quick. And to add all the different colors to this, what I'm going to do is under the for loop, I'm going to be creating a couple different variables. The first one I'm going to call R, and this is going to be equal to rand int 0 to 255. And if I try to run my program, it gives me an error that says name rand int is not defined. So to fix that, what I need to do is at the top I need to say from random import rand int. So this random feature is not something that's automatically built into Python. So to actually be able to use it, I need to declare what module it's from and then what part of it that I'm using. Continuing down below, so this is going to be the red value for my color. I'm also going to be creating one for the green value. So G is going to be equal to the same thing from 0 to 255. And then finally one more for blue from 0 to 255. Next, what I need to do is say t.color mode 255 in here, t.pin color, and this is going to be my red, my green, and my blue. Alright, so what I'm doing with these lines of code here is I'm making 3 different variables. One will be the red value, one will be the green value, one will be the blue value. And then what it's going to be doing, since it's picking random numbers between 0 and 255, it will be combining all these different colors, so there will be a little bit of red, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of green. And it'll just be mixing all these different colors to produce the kind of rainbow effect that we saw before. So if, for example, if for some reason for the red value it chose 255, for the green value it chose 0, for the blue value it chose 0 as well, then I would get the color red. Likewise, if I had 255 for the red, 0 for the green, and then 255 for the blue, then I would get the color purple because it's mixing the color red and the color blue. So this is kind of how it's going to be producing the different colors, just by mixing different values of red, green, and blue. Let's go ahead and run our code and see if we have the rainbow spiral done. Okay, so we definitely have the multicolored feature of this picture going. To make the colors pop a little bit, let's go ahead and change the background color. So going back to the code, to change the background color at the top here, I'm going to say t.bg for background, the word color, and let's go ahead and choose the color black. I'm not using this part right here anymore, so let's go ahead and just delete it. And let's go ahead and run the program. Yeah, so with this black background, to me at least, it looks like the colors are a little bit easier to see, and it makes the effect a little bit cooler. Alright, so before we end off with this tutorial, let's go back and just play around with a few of the different numbers. So some things that you can change this left right here. If I change this to 120 plus a little extra, let's see what the effect is now. And you can see instead of squares that are getting bigger and rotating, now I have triangles. Going back to the code, some other things you can play around with. You can change the pin size, so I can say t.pin size. This time let's choose maybe 5. This will make the pin thickness a little bit bigger. Alright, going back to the code now. You can also change these numbers over here, so you can change that one to maybe 100. Let's change them all to 100. And it looks like the colors are a lot darker, so they're not as bright as they were before. So these are just some fun things that you can play around with. Once you finish coding these type of things, feel free to just change the numbers and see what effect they have. And that'll help you to learn what's going on with the code too. So this is going to be the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one.